In one of the quiet neighborhoods of Seoul, where narrow streets are filled with the scent of soy sauce and fried rice, there stood a small restaurant. It was old and modest, with a worn sign and only 5 tables inside. Its owner was an elderly Korean man named Park Young-soo. He had cooked there his entire life. No advertising, no modern trends, just honest food and genuine respect for every customer. He had a daughter, Park So-yeon. Since childhood, she had done her homework at one of the restaurant's tables, listening to her father talk with customers and watching him prepare kimchi and soups as if he were putting his soul into every dish. That restaurant was their home. When her father passed away, everything changed. Customers began to disappear. The area was developing, and modern cafes started opening nearby, bright, noisy, and fashionable. The old restaurant slowly faded into the background. So-yeon was left alone, facing debt, exhaustion, and a constant question in her mind. Can I really continue? At times, it seemed easier to close the doors forever. Yet every time she stepped into the kitchen, she remembered her father, his hands, his patience, his belief in hard work, and she decided to try. So-yeon began with small changes. She refreshed the menu without removing the traditional dishes, simply presenting them in a more modern and thoughtful way. She improved the interior while keeping the old photographs of her father on the walls. She learned how to use social media, sharing the story of the restaurant and her family. She worked late into the night, grew tired, made mistakes, but she never gave up. Months turned into years. Slowly, people started coming back. First, local residents, then young people. Soon, bloggers began writing about it. A small restaurant with a big story. Queues grew longer, and the tables were filled every evening. One day, So-yeon stopped at the entrance, looked at the full dining room, and smiled calmly for the first time in a long while. She realized she had made it. A few years later, she opened a second restaurant in another part of Seoul. Not for profit, but in memory. The sign bore her father's name. Sometimes, the greatest successes are born from pain, perseverance, and the belief that work done with heart will always find its way.